Finally, I'm going to talk about fusion. Why am I talking about fusion? Well, I'll start by saying there aren't many fusion reactors in the world right now. The ones that are there, they're very expensive to build and they're very expensive to maintain and experiment with. We can do experiments, but these are very limited. You can't ask these scenarios that we really want to ask. What if we increase the neutron flux? What if we change the radius? All these things we want to ask and are fundamental to our research, but we can't. So we need to ask these questions. How do we do it? We have the concept of a digital twin, so where we have a digital representation of a physical asset. So in this case, we build a model of our reactor. We can run physics models on here. We can change everything. It's parameterized. We can change the radius. We can change the materials and then run a simulation to see what would happen. We can answer these questions of what ifs. It's a very powerful tool, and it's even taking off in other things outside of engineering, manufacturing and healthcare, having virtual patients and a virtual hospital, for example. Based on that, we can apply this to our workforce. Why can't we have a virtual workforce and do planning on that? Imagine if you wanted to, in a time of crisis, fire half of your staff. Is that a wise thing to do long term? Okay, you put that as an input, run it and see what it says. And it's built on historical records. So we have this, we have data that we can feed it. We have to build in some assumptions, basic assumptions that help us improve our model. And then some decisions. So these are our inputs. We can ask, what if we fire 50% of our staff? Is that a good thing to do long term? You can also add in absenteeism and turnover and training and recruitment. All these things get fed in and you slowly build up this digital twin, which is then a fully digital representation of your workforce. You can run all the scenarios you can imagine and get some predictions on it. It's a really powerful tool, something that we've been using in physics for a long time. I think it's something that we need to be adopting in HR, and indeed people are doing this, and it's going to be very relevant for the future. There are plenty more techniques and ideas we can borrow, learn, steal from other domains. And I'd be happy to talk with anyone if they are interested. Thank you for listening. That's everything I have to say.